kum kalar ban persu thu ikhra school halor kum no ban long ki ba Pynkhih Ïada lata don ki jingja shalan shop hagi bor mariang kum Jumai bat kiwe katrat home guard and civil defense West Jinghikai Hills district ringkat katrat ka koi ka khia aka absan trek nai tong ar jobsan la Jinghikai ikhra school ba Jinghikai ka school government girls higher secondary school Jowai kum kadak kacing sedang ke Jinghikai la penpa dak sairan barok khina glemi shabar phalau ka school ba hadian bana kaliang Jinghikai kilap badan khina baja kum damar mar kila batha khina badap shaikai ba kliwa di baman sauni kamera class barai ki hagi chaka bala Pynkhih ban aju sumar fast 8 shwagani haga jingelang balangkot bala penya dak principal ka school government girls higher secondary school Jowai Dr. Wai Sumer dan ru Jinghikai bala peni Dr. Civil Defense alor kumno ban ai chera bi gibreu boman saw hakir kom bafer nagaliang Dr. Arwin Khongla District Nodal Officer on Disaster Management West Jinghikai Hills District lai jing batai alor jingmot disaster daga baong bakamut tang jing slei kading kecingor khendau hendai ka kunthop yabon ki cha jingja
mana sambal kante ini kijong
When we speak of disasters, it means a lot of things. It doesn't mean only earthquake, it doesn't mean only fire, it doesn't mean only landslide. But when we are to prepare a disaster plan or we are to train you on disaster, we have to think of all the possible hazards which can happen, which can cause injuries, which can cause harm, which can lead to loss of life or destruction of properties in your context, in your school or in our communities. So, even in case, for example, a simple example here, whether the children are eating the food they brought from home or they used to eat outside, but a very simple example I can give you. Suppose there is one shop outside of the school, and if you happen to eat there, suppose the food is not good in quality, and there are some germs in that food. So many of you in one class, example 30, 40 students will consume that food in one shop, and if the hygiene is not good, you may get food poisoning. So that is also a disaster. So when we think of disaster, we should not only think that fire, earthquake, or landslide, or those things which are called natural disasters, but any situation which can cause harm to you, which can bring suffering, disease, or loss of life, or hospitalization, those are called disasters. Example, many of you, if example you get that food poisoning, many of you will suffer diarrhea, will have vomiting, and many of you will have to be hospitalized. So that is a major disaster. And when you come to our hospital, we will not be able to accompany all of you, perhaps, or we will have no beds in our institution, in our district hospitals, ACPC, to accompany all of you students. So that is a very simple example of disasters. As of today, we are doing the disasters on one of the scenario as provided by our Madam Principal. We will be teaching you a simple steps of how to teach you how to do the first aid in your own schools. Example, if major earthquake, as we know, our state Meghalaya is one of the high zone 5 seismic zone, which is very prone to earthquake. And if an earthquake struck, it will not only choose to struck here in your school, it may struck other schools, other institutions, other hospitals, other government offices, and it will be a huge calamity, huge disasters. Everyone will be running here and there. So we need to prepare ourselves how to handle ourselves in that situation. If an earthquake struck in the entire Jowai region, West Atiar region, or in our state, even our hospitals are not prone to earthquake. We may be our institution. If you come to our hospital, there is no more hospitals. So we need this kind of training, disaster management training, a very important part, which the government of India has taken very seriously, considering that lots of disasters are happening.
Habatin, pej bahagi kishap, kashap plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki bataya kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kashap plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la ai kan diat bat ka bathau bha kam kata ai ka dur jingki marbam ka jingmat lani ka rukom shed yaki. Balehi panai kita. Kadon ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan. Ka kot ka kia. Ka nutrition bakam bha ka jing im bakam bha pendon kam daki mar ba medon ka sharp plus F menta kasni
Lawan Ra Shapi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.